I do, I do.
You've always had the power.
Um, Good evening. Welcome to our very first week
Good
one
evening.
of our Prosperity Partner 90-day game plan project. So I want to introduce myself because I see some people on the call who I'm not familiar with. So my name, if you want to mute yourselves, if you can just mute your own background right now, and then as we open it up, you can unmute yourself. Thanks very much. So my name is Brenda Hartman. I was introduced to Isogenics 6.5 years ago by Bonnie Richards. Met her at a local networking event. Changed my life in every single way. So, and the reason that we're on this call tonight is specifically around the business opportunity. I had been searching for solutions to, I really wanted a freedom lifestyle. Did the things that I knew what to do at that time. Had no clue about network marketing. But more importantly, what I didn't know at that time was about Isogenics. And so the products rocked my body. And when Bonnie told me that I could create a 6-figure residual income by sharing these amazing products with people and helping other people share these amazing products with people, I wanted that. I was intrigued by it, and I said yes to it, and I dove in and I started sharing. And many of you are on the call tonight because I shared it with you, and the rest of you are on the call tonight because those people shared it with somebody who shared it with somebody who shared it with somebody. So that is the beauty of this business model. I'm a 4-star Golden Circle, which means I started as a consultant, went up the ranks, 4-star Golden Circle, which means I cycled it 60 times, and I'm a 6-figure residual income earner. It's amazing. Changed the course of my family's life forever because it's a legacy that I'm creating for my family, and I am passionate about sharing this opportunity with the rest of you. So obviously you're here because you want to create income for yourself. You want to align with this company who's on a mission to transform lives, to free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. So thank you all for your yes. So this is why we're here tonight. Many of those of us who were at Celebration, just give a little hello, raise your hand. See all those people? We're all fired up. I'll tell you, I've been to six or seven celebrations. This was by far the most inspirational of them all. I came back with all these amazing leaders who said, I want to take my business to the next level. I want to impact more lives. So I reached out to the leaders I've been working with and said, do you want to join me in supporting a team of people who want to take their business, to take their life to the next level? And I'm going to introduce those leaders to you in a minute. But before I do that, what I really want to explain is a few things. That the purpose of this gathering, of this prosperity project, is to support you in going through the 90-day game plan. We intend to provide inspiration, accountability, support, well, I'll let the other leaders speak to what they see in this as well. But we just want to provide a structure. So we are still a part of the Alive to Thrive team, right? We're just a subset. We're just like, there's a lot of leaders in that group, and I just called upon my leaders to create this. So we will be hosting this call at 5:45 every single Monday until 6:20, and then we'll take a break. Do what you need to do, and then jump on the Alive to Thrive team call, where there will be other training, including some of the leaders who are in this group will also be training in that group as well. So what I'd like to do is to introduce the leaders who have joined me in this mission to hold and inspire and encourage and this team. And I'm going to introduce them in alphabetical order. And when I call your name, I would just like you to just share something about why you said yes to being a leader in this particular group. So if there's somebody, if you're not muted, the person who just coughed, for example, if you could just mute yourself. Okay. All right, so I'm going to call Angie Carlson, who's a Crystal Director. I know you're here. Can you just unmute yourself and just share with this group so people know who you are and what you stand for and why you said yes?
Hello. Yes, we can do this anywhere. I'm cleaning out my sister-in-law's house, so I'm a sweaty mess as a Crystal Director. And what I really stand for is moms. Moms getting freedom from the physical pain, the emotional pain, and the financial pain that can come along with being a mom and sometimes losing ourselves in the process. So I'm here for myself and all the other moms and dads I'm going to bring aboard. Thank you.
Thank you, Angie. Thanks for your yes. All right, Cynthia Shelton, who's a manager and one-star Silver Circle.
Hi, Brenda. Good to see you. I can't tell you how excited I was all day knowing that we were coming together as a team to support each other. I am in this group to help all the senior citizens who want to have a great retirement life, who don't want restrictions to keep them from doing the things that they'd hoped to do when they retired. So I'm here to have great health and help my senior citizen buddies.
Awesome, Cynthia. Thanks for your yes. Okay, Gwen Harris, who is our newest Crystal Executive, who we got to celebrate at Celebrations. Hey, Gwen.
Hello, this is me, and I hope you can all see my picture there. Can you see it?
No, we see a black screen.
I wonder why that happens. Anyway, I'm here because I have decided to build a legacy. And in talking to my husband about this whole thing, and then more recently with my oldest son and daughter-in-law who have joined, at Celebration we had an awesome time with them to really sit down and talk about this for our entire family. And we are building a legacy. That being bringing my husband home from the drudgery of a job and being able to retire my son early so that we can make up for lost time with family that's much needed, and just show that example to our team with the accountability that we can bring and the leadership we can bring. So I really appreciate it.
Awesome, Gwen. Thank you for your yes. All right, Heidi Dudley, who is a manager.
Hi. I'm really excited to be a part of this. I think this accountability group is going to be very powerful for everyone. I think that it's common that people start these 90-day game plans but don't finish. And I'm here because I'm growing as a leader, but in that I like David Wood saying that leaders go first. A lot of this stuff that I do, it scares the heck out of me, but I imagine it's not easy for many people. So if I can do it, I just want to demonstrate that you can too. Just be scared, do it anyway, and we can all just cheer each other on. And yeah, I'm just excited to be a part of this and see everybody move forward and hit their goals.
Awesome. Thank
Brenda.
you. Thanks for your yes. Damon Henderson, who's a one-star Crystal Executive, 2-star Golden Circle.
Hi. So I am a hot mess right now because I got up super early and worked all day on my 90-day game plan, but it's exciting. And I'm so excited about this team. I think that's the biggest thing for me, and why I wanted to be a part of it is to come together as a bigger group and to support each other in our goals. I've started out on several 90-day game plans and never really finished one whole 90-day game plan. We start out strong, and So I'm excited about this accountability group to keep us going strong all the way through to the very end. And I'm excited for each and every person in this group, the faces that I can see. And we're going to take our businesses to the next level, whatever that level is for you, whatever you want it to be. We all get to support each other in that. And I'm excited to be a part of it. So thank you, Brenda, for asking me to be a part of it.
Yeah, thanks for your yes, Jamin. Christy Etzel, 2-star executive, 2-star Golden Circle.
Hey there, Brenda. I just am so grateful for your leadership. It's fun to see you do this and create this platform for all of us to have synergy, accountability, and momentum together. I am here to tell you a lot of what's already been said. Middle of the alphabet, a lot of what you have has already been said. So legacy company, I envision this being a legacy for us, for our children, for our children's children, and our children's children's children. And so I'm so appreciative that this group of leaders connected and said, we want this. And just like Jamin said, to be able to start and to finish with a whole group of people. So we're at the starting gate, guys, but we're going to keep on going. And to see over 34 faces, because I know some of us have 2 in our picture, 34 showing up at 5:45 on Monday today is awesome. So thanks.
Beautiful. Thanks for your yes. Kristen Hummel is a manager.
Hi, thank you. I'm super excited for this support like everybody else. I've started the 90-day game plan, not completed it. So it's going to be amazing for us to show up and support each other and be here together and hear what's working and what's not and what's inspiring. One of my favorite quotes is, be the change you wish to see in the world. So I want to be that inspiration for others to achieve their ultimate life of freedom financially and physically through their own development. And I just want to be the inspiration for people to achieve that for themselves. So I just love being a part of all of this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brenda.
Yeah, thank you for your yes. And last but not least, Rod Brooks, Crystal Executive, 1-star Golden Circle.
There we go. There we got you. Hi, everybody. I'll try not to be redundant, but there's a lot of things I could say. I like Brenda said at the beginning, it was an amazing celebration, and there was so much fire and enthusiasm. I wrote down a few words about how I felt. I felt like excited, passionate, inspired, encouraged, enthusiastic, and grateful for the opportunity that we have. And Brenda, it's been almost 2 years. It's been about 2 years now since you invited me to do something else, and that was just to try the products. And here we are 2 years later, and you've invited me to help lead and coach a team. And I just feel really grateful for that. I returned from celebration feeling all of those things and more. I returned feeling in greater belief than ever before, in belief in the product, belief in the company, belief in our industry. I feel compelled to focus and engage at another level, that I've been going through this process, this journey, while still part-time and at my pace. I think that's what we're expecting of everyone, is to move at their own pace, but to continue to be in motion. And I felt like I need to give the business piece the same type of focus and commitment that I have for the first couple of years really given the physical freedom piece. Most of you know about the Grandpa Project and my belief that every child deserves to know and to learn from and be loved by their grandpa. And my intent is not only to have the physical health to be able to do that with mine, but to have the financial freedom to help them enjoy their lives and our time together. So I know that I can do this. I know that I will do this. And actually now I'm at a point where I'm able to see myself having done this. And like the others, I've started a couple of 90-day game plans. Sounds like a good idea after a New Year's kickoff, or sounds like a good idea after a training. But somewhere along the line, life gets in the way. And I'm just really excited and grateful to be able to do this together and lock arms and move down the path together. So thanks for that opportunity.
Beautiful. Thank you for your yes, Rod. So as I was listening to these leaders, I actually have to say I'm quite moved by this, because what I
Hello, can you hear me? This is Nelsonia. Can you hear?
yes, Nelson, you can hear. Can you put yourself on mute for a while?
Sure. I just wanted to that everyone has said. I'm so excited to be part of this team.
Yeah.
Bye.
So I am so moved by these the words of these leaders. Because what I really and I shared this with the leaders when we had our first our first coming together meeting. And what I feel like that I want more than anything is I want to grow leaders. And so that's why I don't want to do this alone. Nobody wants to do this alone, right? We want to feel that there are wind underneath our wings, and that we're bringing other people up and we're lifting people up. So what our plan is that we are going to be this particular group, the Prosperity Partners 90, Fall 16, is it's a group dedicated to the next 90 days. In the winter time, there will be another 90-day time being kicked off at New Year's kickoff. So we will form another leadership team and another group of people who want to engage and participate in the next 90 days. So what I'm imagining is that as we bring new leaders in and help them lead the team, then as their teams grow, then they can go off and lead their own teams, because they've got enough leaders. So I'm passionate about leaders growing here. And that means every single person who's participating in this is a leader. And we just want to lift each other up, because the more people you lift up, the more leadership the more leadership is required of you. And so anyway, you'll be seeing a lot more of these leaders, because each week a new leader will be facilitating and guiding this conversation, whether it's a specific content piece or whatever. So I just want to share the leadership in this group. So thank you to all the leaders who have said yes to Fall 2016. All right. So I want to spend a little bit of time talking about what the company provides and the steps that you can be taking now. Some of you have taken, some of you are getting ready to take. So I've asked Christy Etzel, who is a phenomenal teacher and very strong communicator, to help us know where to get our resources, when to get them, and what to do with them. And I can help facilitate that as well. But I'm just going to turn it over to Christy for the next little segment here.
Okay. Thank you so much, Brenda. Well, I don't even need to do a screen share. This is your workbook for the next 90 days. And if you haven't gotten one that's bound like this, as I have some leaders, I reminded them you can go and download it for free at isogenicsbusiness.com under the 90-day game plan. And what one of my leaders told me she did today is that she just ran all the copies, 3-hole punched them, and put them in a binder. Find what works for you so that this becomes what you carry around with. It should become ragged by the end of the 90-day game plan. And what I want to tell you is everything's very clearly written out in here. Now, those of us who are seasoned have gone through the steps in here quite a few times. I want to remind you that it's okay to ask questions. Our Facebook group that we have is going to be a great resource between Monday to Monday to be able to say, hey, I was reading page 13. What does this mean? Please use that as a platform. Everybody in there is to support each other in encouraging, but also in answering questions, because guess what? Some of us have been through this training book a few times, but some of you, this is your very first time. So we want to honor that we're going to meet you where you're at. Okay, you raised your hand. We're going to meet you where you're at, and so please ask questions. So for today, and you don't have to unmute yourself, but just out of curiosity, raise your hand if you have already listened to Kathy Coover's little video that they posted from headquarters that you found in your training center in the back office. All right, so good. So about half of you, I would say, have listened to that. One of the things that's interesting is that when you listen to that, and if you haven't already, or if you need help going to it, remember you go to your back office for all of this training. Make sure you've already checked a little box that says, I'm in for the 90-day game plan, because then you're going to receive an email that tells you to go find the training. Plus, it's going to show up in your back office with the video for that week. So the company is our umbrella. The 90-day game plan is our structure, our work. This group is our support every Monday and some training. And our Facebook group, hashtag ProsperityProject90, fall 2016, is your all the way throughout the week support as well. So the steps that I really appreciated Kathy did today is it's 90 days, but let's break it down. And so I want to just make sure everybody understood that you're going to take these in bite-sized pieces. So first of all, if you haven't gone through to your 90-day game plan book and gone to page 48 this past week, please do that, because what it is it's a checklist of how to prep. And some of us had last week as vacation. Some of us had last week as a way that we were really focused on prep week. And some of us, like Brenda, who was traveling to Montana and back, probably did both.
I did.
So, yeah. So she was amazing. So the prep week checklist on page 48 to me is a great starting place. For those of you who haven't gone there yet, please, I encourage you to do that. Okay. Then what I would do is back up to the first few pages, and this is also talked about in Kathy Coover's video and given as a list of the steps. She says to break it down into 30-day goals. So what's your 30-day goal, your 60-day goal, your 90-day goal? And write those in your calendar. Where's the calendar? In the back of the 90-day game plan book. Everything is here. Those of us, again, who are seasoned have seen them improve the book over and over and over. It's like, okay, this is version 6, and it's improved. Okay? The 30, 60, 90-day goals are great to share with your personally enrolled, your sponsor. We all, as sponsors, have a responsibility, my new favorite word, responsibility, to support our team members. And so communicate with that person, or if it's not your sponsor, maybe someone upline, if in case your sponsor has not decided to join this, to get the support that you need, okay? The other step, the next step that Kathy Coover talks about is going to page 27 in your 90-day game plan book. She's all about connecting, and she knows that that begins by making a list. Thinking about, who do you know? Introvert or extrovert, you'd be amazed at how many people you know. And the people you know, how many people they know. So for example, I'm sitting next to my daughter, Marissa. She and I know a lot of people in common, but she has a whole nother network of probably 200 people that I don't know. And in turn, when she talks to me, she'd be like, Mom, remember that person who she doesn't know personally, but I have a network. And so when you're thinking about your list for this process, remember, you may have a person who's not interested in being a customer, may not want the products, but do know that they could be a referral source for you. It's one thing I would have done differently. If I had known better 5 years ago, I would have constantly, when I had a conversation with somebody, I would have said, this may or may, I think you'd be great at this, or I know the products will make a difference. But you may not be ready or may not be your time. But who do you know? Because a referral is the best gift someone can give. It says they have confidence in you, they trust you, and even if it's not right for them, they love to refer people to you. So the who do you know list is a brainstorm starter, getting those lists, that list of people. And on the back side of it, page 28, you start writing those names down. And Kathy Coover says, for this week, this is for the absolute minimum. You should be contacting 5 people from that list, okay? 5 people. Now, some people are going to say, hey, I want to do more. Absolutely do more. But at minimum, if you're going to complete this, do a minimum of 5 people that you are connecting with. Tools and resources. Don't you love how Isagenix keeps throwing great tools and resources at us? We don't have to go search and find. It's written out for us. And the other task that was talked about is to watch the Simon Sinek video. And if you have not already done your back office training center, the video with the link is right there. You can watch it right at that point. But if you want to just go to the Simon Sinek video, it talks about on page 3, listening to that. There are a couple of good ones. You can go right to YouTube and Simon Sinek, Getting to Your Why, and Leaders, there's one about leaders. Oh, help me out, Brenda, what the name of it is. Leaders Inspire Action, I think it is. So anyway, the point being, one thing we learned, and Stacy McGill and I talked about this prior to the call, is once you've completed your survey in the back office, it won't let you go back to see what the list of things was, so you couldn't go right back to that video. And we're actually going to send a little note to headquarters to see if there's a way we can keep those, because I want to go listen to it again, and it'd be great to just do it from that spot rather than to have to look it up. That's just an aside there. Okay, and then the other thing I would say, Brenda, is just based on what we've been talking about, is by watching Simon Sinek, you're really going to start to clarify your why. And that page 3 really gives you the steps to do that. It says, number 1, what drives you most? What drives your actions now? For me, this month, it's different than a year ago when I did a 90-day game plan. So really find that place in you. You might be in the middle of the woods in North Bend, might be near the mountains, and you want to have a quiet space that really gets you to that why. So take some time for that. Number 2 on page 3 says, how will you connect with your why? And I think that's really important. A lot of us are creating vision boards, creating something that you can look at every day that reminds you why you do what you do, because you're going to get knocked off a few times and people are going to say no, and you're going to have times where, as a lot of people like to call them, wall kicking moments. So we want those wall kicking moments to be battled back with that why that you're so connected to. Okay, so Brenda, were there other pieces you wanted me to chat about?
I think just where people go to get the resources, that, where everyone's at a different place and they're starting. I mean, I'm ready. I have completed my 90-day game plan in my preparation week, but for those who haven't, go do that. And I think the most important thing to do this week is to connect with your why and to send your goal, your 30-day, 60-day, 90-day goals to your upline sponsors, or whatever leader that you're working with, to send that so we can hold the goal together and support the goal. So, and the other thing is, for those people who were at Celebration, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that we get the replay of many of the sessions. They're already in your back office. You have to sign up for it. You have to go to isagenixlive.com and then follow the steps. You actually have to buy a ticket. Anyway, just follow it step by step, and it'll take you directly to the replay. For those who weren't there, you can get the replay for $99, and I would highly recommend it. Some of those speakers were so, like, the nuggets that came out of there were so important, and we'll be talking about some of those aspects. So for those of you who can do it, I would say go and get that resource, because you'll really be glad that you did. So, have I covered everything? I'd like to just take the last couple of minutes to open up for questions, but from any of the leaders, is there something that should be said today that hasn't been said yet?
Brenda?
Yes.
I really want to encourage people, if they have not looked at the details of the $1 Million Challenge, here's what I want to say. Your 90-day game plan, you're going to be doing the do. But you can, what I would call, double dip. Just for doing the do, there's the $1 Million Challenge going on right now. Go to your back office and make sure you understand that. And then on our Alive to Thrive business page, I know several of you on this call have listened to it already, but there was a Zoom call last week that Lisa Vanderspeck, who I call our numbers leader, she put together an amazing call and spreadsheet. I think they're from Excel pieces. And I listened to that for the third time last night, and I got it. I got how powerful it is. It is more powerful than Crystal Reset, guys. There is the potential to double your income in the next 4 months from what it's been these first 8 months. And if you have new people, which those of you who know, if you've been watching Alive to Thrive Business, I have kind of a firecracker right now. Her name is Gail. She is going to be set up to possibly make over $20,000 between now and the end of the year. That is a story to tell. So again, $1 Million Challenge. I didn't really get it when I first was reading this, and even when they talked about it at Celebration. But go listen to the Zoom recording that Lisa Vanderspeck has on Alive to Thrive Business and get the details of $1 Million Challenge and the spreadsheets that Lisa has. That was the one piece I wanted to make sure and insert, because you're double dipping.
Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so let me just open up. Are there any questions or any final comments before we close?
Brenda, I have one comment. I know that there was a question, it was written in, but my comment, Christy made a great point about what the minimums should be. One of the things that I know I explained to my team is we're going to move everybody at their own pace. And some people are part-time. Some people have prior commitments that they couldn't change. And I just want to make sure everybody understands that whatever your goal is, whatever your plan is, it's your plan. Just do it with intention and meet your own minimums. And I think that's the thing I'd like to echo with along with what Christy said.
Beautiful. Yes. Thank you very much. And so you can work with your leader to, to help form what those, what you would be considered realistic. But you know what, you guys? We're going to be realistic, but we're also going to be unreasonable. And those who are Celebration know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're here to stretch ourselves. And I have to say, one of the people who I was so inspired by at that celebration was our very last speaker, Emily Vavra. And she just said, put your armor on. Don't be deterred. Don't let anybody, including yourself, stop you from getting what you want. So that whole thing about putting your armor on has been living inside of me for so long. So I just want you to know that I got a sword. This is the beginning of my armor. I'm getting on the horse. I'm riding the horse, and I am not stopping. I hope you can see. If it were a little bit darker, you would see that I'm unstoppable with this sword.
Looks like live long and prosper.
Indeed. So the other cool thing, you guys, is I got this at the carousel in Spokane, Washington, where we were at last night. And I rode that carousel when I was a little girl out at Natatorium Park. So I had a big trip down memory lane, and when I went through the little gift store, they had this, and I said, I want that. So anyway, everybody put your armor on, dig deep, find out what it is that you want, and just know that you have so much support from the company, from this team, from your leader. And this is just the beginning. I mean, this is day 1 of 90 days. Just imagine who you're going to be. And that's part of what the beauty here is. Imagine who you're going to be and how many people you're going to impact in the next 90 days, because that's what this is about. So on that note, it is 6:20. I'm going to respect our agreement that we'll end at 6:20. Questions, comments, put them into the Facebook group. You have a whole team who will answer and support, okay?
Brenda, 6:30, 10 minutes from now is the call, but it's a different Zoom number. I think it would be helpful if you could share that with everybody, please. The other Zoom number.
All right. I'm going to go to my contacts. So this is how you get organized, guys. You put Zoom Brenda in your phone, and then you put Zoom Bonnie in your phone, and you can
Great
access it right away. The 6:30 Zoom call, 263-342-9114. 263-342-9114. See you there. So go forth and cross a lot of people this week, including yourself. Love you. Mwah.
Love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye from North Bend.